part two because the streaming service cut out. It won't let me do 2 hours more, so I'll be having another stream. So,
Okay.
yeah, I just started it, and I was showing the screenshot of Marty Mouse saying all this shit. But yeah, keep going. What you were saying?
Well, it's just that Marty was the biggest pain in the ass.
Yeah, I have to agree with that too.
That's got to be my husband. Hang on.
All right.
No, it wasn't. Okay, that was my husband. He was working on the car. And a bolt broke.
I hope
So
everything's
it's
okay.
okay. Oh, it's okay. It's just that he's got to replace the oh my god, I knew I'd forget. Um shit. Something for the oil, it's leaking. And it smokes like a bitch when you start it up. It looks like it's on fire. You know what's funny though? They have accused me of going to jail, but what's hilarious is hell, I got pulled over 2 days ago, and actually I got a ticket because I didn't have my seatbelt on, which I don't give a flying bicycles. But I got pulled over. He ran me. It was a state cop that ran me. If I had done anything stupid, he would have arrested me right there. I mean, he had ample opportunity to snatch me. That's what he was looking for, was criminal record. And he was checking my license and all that crap. But all I got was a ticket.
Yeah, I've gotten a few tickets before. Maybe once, but
He said, well, I would give you a warning, but we're not allowed to do that anymore, so I have to give you a ticket. And I popped off. I got to be a smart ass. I said, yeah. And I said, it's because you're not making any money.
that's true. That's true. Like the
Well,
one time I got a ticket, I
I mean, come on.
crossed
I
the
should have just
yellow,
got a
but not a
warning.
red
You know,
one.
I should have got a warning. That's all I should have gotten. But they're not allowed to do that anymore. They have to have money. But he
Mhm.
was nice, and he was really kind whenever he did all that stuff. And I wasn't gonna throw no hissy fit with him, but I don't care. Like I said, he was kind, and but the funny thing is, my husband didn't have his seatbelt on either, and he didn't get a ticket, and he should have, but he didn't.
I'm pretty sure every state requires that, but okay.
But what's
Hey,
funny though,
Autumn.
but like I said though, if I had anything against me, I would have went to jail 2 days ago.
But they were saying that stuff months ago, but at that time they wouldn't have anything.
Yeah, but the thing, like
And
I said, I have.
specifically, they were accusing you of being a sex offender, general offender, abuser, etc., etc.
They can
Like
accuse
you
me of
don't.
all they want. I'll tell you what happened with the sexual thing that they were talking about, and I'll tell it up front like it is. What had happened, dipshit called me on Discord, and we were yip yapping. He was asking, is everybody cool? Is everybody cool? He's talking about all you guys. I think, yeah, y'all cool, but something was off, and I really didn't want to talk to him anyway. But he kept talking, and then he said he wanted to go get something to drink, and he said to somebody in the same room with him to start talking to me. But this person said that I was nothing but a slut, a cunt, a whore, a bitch, the N word, and everything else in between, and kept cussing me. That's why I said what I said, and I hung up. Then he called me about 50 times after that. And I'm telling you the truth. You guys know I am. I don't like none of you.
Yep.
And that my story has stuck. But see, his didn't. At first, it was a 14-year-old, then then it was a toddler, meaning like about 2 years old, and then a little older. So, what the fuck? And then I found out he offered the same person a beer. Come on.
So, and even if that person was a minor, so he's willingly drugging a kid.
Right.
he got some explaining.
Well, see, I thought that was awful weird, though, is because he wants to accuse me of all this stuff, but yet I've asked him for the proof myself. To send me he said he recorded the phone conversation. Fucking send it. Prove it. Don't edit
He
it,
only
but
sent like the
send it.
15-second clip of you supposedly admitting to rape, but you didn't say rape. You told the kid, you're like, F off.
I'll tell you what I told the supposed kid, but I'm finding out most of these people are adults and he's using them to act like kids. I'm mad at it. Go suck a dick, you know? I mean, I was mad, fucking furious. You don't get put somebody on the phone and have them cuss you out, and then the other person that told him to get on the phone sitting in the background laughing. You don't do that.
I would have said the same thing,
That's
if
what
not
pissed me
worse. I
off.
would have told him to go clean his fucking moldy ass crack with toxicodendron radicans.
I can tell you what he can do: go sit on a fucking broomstick and pretend he's a pogo stick.
And then
Stupid fuck.
break the other half, and then use clay, which is going to be made out of his shit, and then stick it on his forehead, so he'll be a
Right.
limping big unicorn.
He is one of those type of unicorns, you know.
Yep.
And the only reason why I'm so pissed off about that whole conversation was because he tried to turn it against me, which I said it out of anger. But I'm the type of person, you don't sit there and call me names like that and think I'm going to get by with it without me being a smart ass. Just the way it goes. They have called me every name in the book but a white girl. Well, look,
Yep.
motherfuckers, I'm not a white girl. I'm a mixed bitch. So you better shut up while you got the opportunity.
And not only that, they're trying to frame us for being racist, saying that we go after young white people. No, it's the other way around. You guys are racially discriminating and abusing us for your own gain.
They're just retarded. I'm being serious. See, even people with disabilities, like with having some type of mental retardation, they have more brains than they do. And that is no joke.
Yep.
The only reason why they do this is for shits, kicks, and giggles, and all they want to do, and they've tried to extort money. Marty has on me several times. Pay for this for me, pay for that for me. No, I'm not doing it. You know,
Yeah, he tried
extortion.
getting Bitcoin Nitro, a phone, a pizza, a Fanta, and he asked me and Queen Aurora to buy him pizza, Fanta, and send it via what with text now. Like, no, we're not buying shit for you.
No, I don't buy shit for nobody unless it would be one of you guys, but as far as they go, no. It was just like me and Nikita, we were on Instagram and some random bucknut sent Autumn a message on her email, said, I seen you, all this other kind of stuff. It was getting really explicit. And he acted like he was an older person. I found he was a young fucking punk. And he said, I'm a hacker. And Keena went off on him. It was hilarious. And I said, you want to know something? I said, instead of trying to hack people that are poor, I said, why don't you go hack the rich? I said, bet you won't do that. He shut up real quick and got offline. And that's no joke. He left Autumn alone after that because he knew he got caught. I also found out what country he was from too.
Oh, nice.
See, whenever I investigate and do a lot of that kind of stuff, I do things try to on my own and try to find out things as much as I possibly can, and then I'll throw it out to you guys if you know anything more than what I do, because I already found out where one person lives. I found out where another one lives. I found out where another one lives. I mean, it's just a matter of time. I'm not
So
gonna
this
go do
screen
anything.
Yeah, so this
Uh,
screenshot right here, he says he started making this new soundboard, and this was from 20th January 2023. when the screenshot was taken. Look at the soundboard buttons. It says, let's read some of them. It says, yeah, we're gonna kill some N words. You've ever killed anybody? And it says that he's always fantasized about killing N words,
Yep.
F and P word, and there's another one saying, what was it? It's saying that he raped his sister and then asks what's wrong with R wording babies. And then, like, what the hell? No, but Contadia wants to say that Marty's innocent. Definitely. I called news TV reporter out and said every single cuss word in the book because got called a big fat phony. Okay, so they're fat shaming Autumn and she's nowhere near overweight. That's just disgusting. But remember what you told Autumn. Just send it to nuclear so that she could send it to her lawyer. Savannah got fat shamed on YouTube. Look, people fat shaming is disgusting.
They shame me all the time, or at least they try to. I don't care what I look like. I really don't. I'm not here on this earth to impress anybody. The only one I have to impress, I don't even have to impress him, and that's God. That's follow him and not do the stupid stuff like they're doing.
Exactly.
Autumn, I know you're sitting there listening, but you don't need to cuss or carry on like that when you get that mad at somebody. The less cuss
Yeah,
words you
I
use, the
listened to some
better.
of it. I'm like, damn. I know. I know she's mad, and I can't blame her.
No, but for an idiot like him, he doesn't need to know anything about Autumn anyway.
Yep. And then this guy talking about menstruation and tampon. Like, that's nasty.
Right. Only girls talk about stuff like that. The guys don't need to. But he did.
And I guess they got the sex change, I guess. TV news told Savannah to end herself. Oh my god. Man, these people are sick.
He told her what?
He told her to end herself, meaning kill herself.
Yeah, I get that. Well, tell him to quit breathing. Make the world a better place.
Exactly. In fact, it should be the other way around. These people should
We
stop
don't. I
killing.
mean, we don't go and tell them to go kill themselves or anything like that. Because that
Exactly.
in itself that is so wrong. It's not even funny.
Especially if they're innocent people.
Well, they're not innocent by no means, but I wouldn't
Exactly.
even tell them that. You know. I mean, as pissed off as I was the other night, I mean, I was so enraged that it was not even funny, and the thoughts that were running through my head, I had to just walk away for a few.
That's what I have to do at times.
Because the more those thoughts that kept running through my head, the better it sounded. I had to walk away for a few minutes.
And then here's the screenshots where they're being racist. And this was on Autumn, so she was playing Fortnite, minding her own business.
I know.
And they pretended to be her dad, too. And they were calling me gay. I'm not gay. And they were impersonating Adolf Hitler, Vlad Putin. And then Donald Trump. They're impersonating a bunch of
You know
very
what?
well known
Honestly,
oligarchs,
we gotta
Nazis.
get
Like,
these screenshots. Need to get these screenshots, write a letter, send it to Trump, write one to Putin. I mean, they're pretending to be these guys. Do you imagine? Do you imagine the shit they would get into over that?
oh my god. And then this guy had the Confederate flag at his banner. Ugh. And he frames other people for being a racist. And then here's Marty sexually harassing Akana. Like I said, all this guy wanted was a quick fuck. She told her to go away, and he's like, no, like, leave her alone. It's like, so invasive. Damn. Like, no,
But
she never wanted. Ew.
But if you notice, though, everything is either sexual or try to get people to kill themselves.
Or something
They're extorting
racist.
money. Do one.
Yeah, I agree. Marty needs to go to hell. I totally agree.
They said he's
Oh,
offline. Zexy all even told me that Marty's parents took his stuff away from him and whatever,
yeah,
but I
he
don't
told me
believe
the
that. I don't
same.
buy it.
He told me the same thing, as well as some other Marty did, but I don't buy it either. Oh, and not only that, the prank calling stuff they do, right? So this guy, Marty Moose Militia, the actual original, made a phone. He had a phone number that he used for prank calling, and then tried prank calling Shiro. Then he was stupid enough to upload it onto the YouTube channel, and then we realized that's his phone number 304-712-4588. And then I called him out on it.
That Joe Kratz or whatever his name is on there, he was an actual supposed to have been a child predator from another state. But see, have you ever noticed though? Every time they use people's names, they follow
It's as if
rapists,
somebody disgusting
pedophiles.
like that.
Do what now?
It's they always impersonate as somebody that's dead or somebody who's like a menace to society like that.
Right.
And here he's being racist. Oh, and let me tell you, you remember this Loki God of Mischief? He was
Yep.
claiming this. This. I asked him when this happened, and he couldn't answer me. He would get all defensive.
They all get defensive when you throw the truth at them. They can't deal with it.
He claims I made him taste my what? Man.
That's gross. I just don't read that. That is nasty. Golly.
And they were slandering me. Like that's basic slander. Like,
I mean,
I
it's not really funny, but I mean,
I'm laughing
after
at
all
these
this,
people because they're so stupid.
right?
And it's like claims that, and then Marty said, "Okay, yeah, here's his bullshit claim. This, and that, and whatever. It said I did it from 1992 to 2023. That's bullshit."
But see, they make up lies, and they can all get in trouble for that, make up those type of lies, so, and they just don't understand how bad of trouble they can get into. And with the rest of them following what he does, they can still get in trouble for it. I hate to tell them, but they can.
Yep, they absolutely can. They don't realize that. Like 1992, I was still in school. What the hell? I thought that was my second to last year in college. The hell? And then he got this date from my original channel creation date, and then lies about cold keys about the dog.
Right.
And they're still saying that stuff 2.5 years later. Like
I
that's
know.
so old. I'm like Jesus Christ. We asked these people for proof along with their other claims. They can't come up with shit. But hey, that's how a cult works.
Yeah, because they got to sit and think about what they did and what they said, and they try to go back and cover their tracks. Their tracks can't be covered anymore.
Exactly. I agree, Savannah. They should go fuck themselves.
Do you remember that Phil Collins song where the chorus goes, "I can feel it in the air tonight"?
Yep.
Let's keep that one in your head. They probably don't even understand the meaning of that one.
All hell's gonna break loose on these people.
It's going to.
Oh, and then I found out that this guy was pretending to be the Denver dog lover, which is the original Marty Moose. And like I said, Marty Mouse got the name for Marty Moose and then impersonated him. Autumn, let's not get vulgar, but yeah. Cults have zero freedom. None of you who joined my community were denied freedom. Exactly! A comment of the day. Comment of the day. Let me pull that one up and show
Autumn,
you.
watch what you're saying online because they'll twist it and use it against you.
Comment of the day.
You're 100% correct. They don't have any freedom. None. And they all think they do, but they don't. They have no freedom whatsoever. They don't even know what it's like to have freedom. Because what they've done online to a lot of people, you would not make a cult leader. And
Anyway, exactly. Exactly. Oh, I haven't
God would
seen all your streams yet.
God would never offer a job like that, but I'm telling you, if he did, Cokies wouldn't. He would not make it.
Yep.
I'm serious, he wouldn't.
Yep. Anyways. Yeah, and this is where I asked him. First off, who the hell are you? Secondly, I haven't graduated from school for a long time, I believe. Thirdly, I'm friends with another adult who helps disabled people in my county. So how would I believe you? Fourthly, I don't know you at all. I don't know where you are. I don't know who you are. You don't know where I am. So shut your lying woman ass.
Well, I honestly think several of them need their computers taken away from them.
And then he says, years later, I can taste this.
See, the judge could read these, and I tell you what, he would have a hissy fit. Disgusting.
These people are fucking. And then this Mecha Lincoln person is probably Marty on an alt's account. And I remember a comment he made saying that I should get R worded. And then he lies about cookies again. The animal husbandry. Like, what? Fucking lies for no
But
reason.
you know what's funny though? The accusers are often they are more than likely the abusers. The thing is,
Racism.
my whole thing is that they all have done what they accuse us of. They've done it.
Yep.
They have done it.
And then, oh, the term mascara face is another term for blackface, which is what
Yeah, I
white
know.
actors did back in the day, pretending black folks, and it's racist. And this is such a freaking. I can't get. These screen when I look at these screenshots, this still makes me laugh. Just like at this person thinks guy thinks he exposed me, but he hasn't because it's a bunch of bullshit that he
Has
made up.
anybody ever heard Marty talk?
Nope. I think maybe once or twice. He just uses soundboards. That's all. Tampon Twinkies my ass. No, he tried to get me to give out my Discord. I was not letting that happen. I'm like, no, because I'm aware of him doxing people and stuff. And then the soundboard. So I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna troll me with the soundboard. I don't have time for your shit.
I mean, it wasn't funny then, but it is now because look what their mindset is. It's all sexual, it's all racist, and all that kind of crap. And the judge takes one look at all this kind of stuff. They'll look at them and think they're messed up, and they are.
Yep.
They keep telling me I'm the one that doing drugs. Well, I can take a drug test today, and it would come out clean. I don't do drugs. It's not something I ever got into. Wouldn't want to. I'm watching tear up too
He's got
many
this
people's lives.
disgusting.
That is just nasty. It's been a long time since I've seen a lot of this stuff, and oh my gosh, it's freaking disgusting.
He said I gave him PTSD. Man, pull up. I would pull up. I'll give him PTSD. All right, I'll beat his ass.
What the? He said, "I'm a man, but he stole your name."
Oh my
What man would say that to a woman? What? Oh my gosh.
god. I'm here crying.
It just reads the end. He says, "Just because I have dwarfism doesn't mean I'm a toddler, okay? I'm a man." No, you ain't. And I'm not gonna be pushed around by you no more. This fucker doesn't even. Oh my gosh.
He doesn't even know anything about me. Oh my god. And
They don't know any of us.
I put him in his place so fast, and then remember he would make all these so-called songs about us.
Yeah, I remember.
He made one about all of us, saying that I extort people. No, you're lying about that.
Yeah, I get what you mean by he acted like a toddler, Akina, but he wasn't. He was a young adult. He was being a stupid
Exactly.
ass.
Yeah, they're legally adults, but that doesn't mean they're mentally adults. And here's where I press him with like 5 questions. What school did we go to and where? What's my name? How old was I? And my friends that you made up. What's my fictional friend names? What state or country, territory, etc. was this school in?
Autumn chill. I mean it. Thank you,
Yeah,
Akina.
Autumn, this is from 2 years ago. I'm just sharing a lot of screenshots of how this mess started and how these people are just spreading these lies, or most of them, not this one, thank God.
Well, see, all of them were tied in together. You know that. But it was just that one certain person didn't actually want to give up his so called name up until they went to all this shit. And it started with the Charles Creed thing first, and then it just went downhill from there. But see, they kept getting caught in their lies, and that's why they had to keep making up more, and that's why they would call people. That's why they would do all kinds of stupid shit, try to hurt somebody.
Exactly. Oh, and here Marty said, literally a minute, a minute after I took that screenshot, so probably 9:40, 3:44 p.m. Quote, I'm gonna sniff you.
See, he said stuff like that to me too, and that is ugh.
Oh yeah, 28th of August 2005, that's his birthday. We verified that.
It's when
28th of August 2005. Because he said that was his, he said that day specific was his birthday, and we figured out his so-called age, and then just verified it. So yeah. And then I told him that I sniffed this. And then he claimed that he was in Missouri, right? Because he said he was in Sugar Creek, and he told you that.
Yeah, and then he said something about being around Louisiana or something like that at one time too, I think. But see, I lost all of my stuff though after they hacked me. I lost everything.
Oh, and then I said his sister because he was claiming to be 60 something, something way older than me and you.
Right.
And then I thought his sister was like probably 60 something, so I'm like, all right.
But see
I'm
what they
gonna.
did. What they did to Charles Creedy thing. Remember, there was that one video that we have. I think Koki still has that one. That there was they were yelling and screaming at each other, and then all of a sudden we heard a gunshot, and they said, "Oh, somebody got killed or whatever." No, it wasn't. It was from a guy that was on YouTube that did that kind of shit for content.
Soundboard pranking. That's what he
Yeah.
did. I
Well,
remember
what
it.
did we got from his son from Billy Bob, whatever his name is on YouTube? But that guy
Channel.
got a bunch of trouble for doing stuff like that, and they already told him if they kept it up, they was going to ban him. But I don't know if they ever did or not.
Probably not. Oh my god. The guy claims I know Chinese or Mandarin. Not, I don't, not one, except for ni hao and basic greetings. Not, I don't know Chinese. It'd be nice because it's like one of the most popular languages, but and I'm not a communist either. What the hell? I don't align myself with any political ideology. Take a look at this. Take a.
Oh my gosh.
He said I stuffed them in the dryer and hired a hit. Oh my god.
Now they threatened to get a hitman after Autumn.
No, Akina, that's not the same person. That goddess of mischief is a female. This sick motherfucker's a male. Because I heard their voices, both of them. And the fact he uses words like inner child, like so fantasy related, like telling a fantasy story.
See, all they live is in fantasy. They don't know how to come out of that one. But see, that is Satanistic. If you want to get right down to it, it's where demons actually take over their minds and make them think all this other stuff. And they then whatever demons whisper in their ears, that's what they run with. So they think they can get content out of what they're getting made up in their head.
Exactly. He agrees with this. So he agrees with being basically a Nazi and shit. And a MAGA nut. Oh, and that video he sent me, it was a video, I probably think it's still up. It says, I can smell your cunt. And then I used his quote against him, and look how he responded to that. Makes you a real person. Exactly. We're not a cult like Clay Party accusing us, but look at other stuff. Oh,
And
Autumn should be in bed because it is probably like way past our bedtime. Exactly.
Savannah, if you're going to keep doing this, you need to get off of here so you don't have a
Get some
problem, okay?
rest. Get some rest.
But all this starts with was the Charles Creedy thing, and that's when they all started their shit.
Exactly. Just because they couldn't win us over, like if they wanted a quick that badly,
They
like
wanted
go
us to
out
kind of
in real
join.
life. Yep, these people should go out and touch grass and meet women in real life. But that's probably gonna be even worse because they'll do the shit they've done to us, but in real life, and probably actually kill them.
You know, and the funny thing is, too, they get on here and they tell people to go slice their wrists, especially vertical. That's what somebody told Autumn to do, my own
Dex
kid.
said that. And that's
I
those were his
know.
exact words.
Those were his exact words.
He
But they
said,
said all
"quote."
this stuff.
No,
And
then
then,
he said, "quote which account should I steal first?" And then has a whole list of her like gaming accounts, emails, passwords, this and that and the other.
well,
Just
they know
because,
now. Well, if anything gets all fucked up or anything on any of our accounts, they know that they can be accused of it and they can know that the judge will ask questions and he'll know if they're lying.
yep. And then this is another lie he made up. He didn't even provide any evidence.
They'll have to shit he said didn't even make sense anyway.
Exactly.
He kept telling me he was drunk all the time, that he lost his job over it and all kinds of shit. Well, that's too bad. You want to get drunk and get stupid? Go for it. Lose your job. Nobody cares.
Exactly. What the?
What?
Look.
Pull it up closer. I can't. I can't see it.
Oh, let me pull it up. Where it says, I'm a dot dot dot. These people are so stupid and disgusting.
And that's supposed to be Loki. I think he did a video with him actually in it. He's not no 2'11".
Yeah, he's like well over like a meter tall, not a couple centimeters. Yeah, we've been sick from seeing that.
But I mean, we can actually say where this actually stemmed from, and it was from the Charles Creedy thing.
Yep, and this is the kind of stuff they always talk about. Like the
Yep.
last stream earlier.
You
Oh,
make
and
sure you
actually,
keep that. That way, they'll have that soundboard because when they judge start reading or lawyers start reading or whatever, they're gonna look at them like they're nuts. And I still think Marty's around somewhere. I don't think he left.
oh, and then Marty literally doubling down and like trying to impersonate me, but then actually has my real account. And he's stalking me, of course. He's subscribed to me. And then like 2 months later, it was 28 March 2023. He hacked my channel. Does Moon count for what? Truth. Truth. Yeah, he wasn't. He made a fake account impersonating me. I'm like, dude, not for anybody.
Marty told me he did make one. Steal my shit and did it. What the hell was that? Bring that back up.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my god.
quoted every. Remember when he sexually harassed Autumn with that soundboard? And
Yeah,
I quoted everything he said to her. This is what he said to her, while claiming to be some 60-odd-year-old hag,
I remember.
talking about his 8-inch. Boy, boy, I wanted to freaking kill him. Somebody needs to do that.
You know when they usually brag about us having something that big, they don't have nothing.
And he literally sent pictures, and it literally looks like a clit. Like the fuck. Oh, that's that video. And then here he was after you.
I remember.
A guilty man, my ass. He's lying. Cokies, they need life. They need life in prison. No, the death penalty even better. Hey Sonica, how do you think of Pavo Network and Ray, Ninjago, and Liam and Ninjago saying, hold on. They're threatening to sue Tails EXE. What? 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 Let me pin this. He'll sue the chat.
They can't sue shit.
They could try. I'd love to see them because
First of all, they make shit about everybody else. They can't do anything about that.
he was sending a whole bunch of addresses. I'm not gonna show these also in full screen.
They can't sue her.
Exactly. Wait, there's a spy in that evidence server again? Are you? How many times are they gonna send people in there just to exploit? Like we don't join their stuff because I don't want to see animal abuse, gore, CPL, this, etc. Racist and possibly them doxing every single one of us. I don't want to see that shit. So that's why I don't join their servers. None of them.
Nobody wants to.
Exactly. We don't have time for that shit. Oh, yeah, Akina Shiro, if you guys need a ban like new members because this is news to me. Like, if you suspect it and have them and mandate the rule of having them show their friends list or DMs list. Sonica, can you show the picture of me in the hospital like you did in my? I did it in the previous one, but I could show it if I get to that. Multiple, multiple. And then he keeps calling him baby raper. Honestly, oh my god.
That's why I said the accusers are the abusers, and it proves that in psychology if you read up on it.
I took psychology. I know exactly what you're talking about. I got a bachelor's degree. And then addresses, I don't know. Addresses. I think those are workplaces. I don't know. They are currently being held legally accountable, so everything's going in the correct order here in sequence. They need to understand that exactly while they can spread awareness, yes, like we're doing right now, but they're not doing that when they're the abusers themselves. Guy literally said to Maya Glaze that quote he's not a researcher, just a YouTuber. And then he took a screenshot of that same conversation and sent it in a group chat with her. So the message is proved on both sides, so we can't call it fake. Also, that's a lie. Because he's done it before from his phone, but mostly he does it on his laptop. Oh, I'm too zoomed in. He says the baby is going down. He's talking about himself. The person named Surcharge, they were threatening Autumn. I think I have this screenshot. Admitting to hacking here. Oh yeah, I remember that, Shiro. And then he sent I censored it because I'm not showing anybody's innocent faces on here. And then here he was admitting to slandering him with it. And he never made any threats to Naiko anyway. And then I found his little Reddit community, and these people are sick. I sent the exposing videos I made on him back then. Yeah, this person defends him. I think one of them called me a cockhead at some point. Their account was deleted. Yeah, those. Yeah, a lot of people in that Sonic community, they're just disgusting. And a lot of his friends or people that he used to be friends with, they are exposed as nasty people, like that Absidy person. Exactly. And just completely dodges her point because she's right.
What?
Akina literally, I showed the screenshot where Akina literally pressed Marty about
Yeah.
him not wanting to admit the shit he's done, that he's following his old style, and then finds her channel. I'm not going to show the rest of it because that's her face. So, Literally. Yeah, she was exposed for a lot of stuff too. Yeah, some recent stuff as well. Yeah, yeah, Akuma Miko VT. You guys see this person? You need to block her. I show her Twitter account. I don't know how she isn't banned yet because she had a lot of transphobic stuff on there and some racist stuff on there. Instagram too. Damn. Like, what the hell? And then he's upset that the tides were turning against him. That's funny. And I showed a couple thousand screenshots already in these past two streams. More than these people ever done. Yeah, people like that, they're elitists. Oh, just like that chick too, yep. Exactly. Oh, and this is old conversation with Jules reproductions and then Creedy deleted account. Literally called him an N-word lover.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's still in that group chat. Oh, and then he told Freak was 17 years old at this time, and then Marty told him that he had a dog here that'll effing suck his. Mm. And then told him to go in a hyperbaric chamber. Then he referenced Michael Jackson and just called Obama the N word. The hyperbaric chamber reference, telling him to bleach his skin white in the process of oxidation. And then made this shit up again. Like, no, he didn't groom anybody. The fuck? This chick asked to see his
Yeah,
dog just
he
because
did all that
she loves
because,
dogs.
well, Marty did all that because Shiro showed his dog a few times, so because everybody wanted to see him or her, I can't remember. But anyway, wanted to
And
see the pup, and because that was just right after he got her or got him, and he was showing everybody, and that's when Marty got in there and started doing his stupid shit. But then when Marty did it, Zexio and all them did the same thing. Then they started doing all this crap. But okay, I forgot. I'm sorry, but it's just that they took off with it from there, and it's been that way for the last 4 years. They've not come up with one shred of proof that anything like that ever happened, and Hokies would never do that anyway. What they need done to them is put in front of a firing squad. I'm
yep,
sorry, that's how I'm feeling right now. I mean, the rage is already set in. It's hard for me to get that out of my head right now. That's where they need to be. And that's only because they keep making up lie after lie after lie after lie and trying to get people to believe them. And what they don't seem to understand, when the truth comes out, which it's going to, that they're all going to get in trouble and they're not going to be able to get into any contact with any of us, which is good because I don't want in contact with none of them. And the judge better make it very clear that they cannot use alts, they cannot do anything like that. And when they find out, then they go to jail. Or if they won't go already, because they need to be somewhere. Actually,
Yeah.
Alcatraz is opening back up.
Oh.
That'd be, yeah, they're going to open Alcatraz back up for a prison. Stick them there. Let's see how well they swim. The waters around that's infested with sharks.
I'd love to see them there.
Yeah, I would. But this whole thing started with the Creedy shit.
Oh, let me go back to that screenshot and then put up Shiro's comment. Just zoom out. Let me get that. Remember when Marty sent you this picture of a swastika? He typed it in himself.
Yeah, he done that to me several times.
And I remember he raided one of our group chats with it, and he was pretending to be me, and he hacked somebody's account. From
Yep.
Haley Puppy Pink. Yep. Seppuku. Oh, and then that same night, these people were like raiding Akina's stream saying the N word. Yeah, here's where stuff gets really rowdy, and then him spamming the number 8, referring to his alleged penis size.
I think you got the screenshot on your YouTube channel where it shows Marty said that he had a high body count. And we all know
Yep.
what that means.
Oh yeah. He said that he had the highest suicide count in his community in
Yep.
9 counties.
Yep.
Hey
Do
Shiro.
you know how bad that makes him look?
So shitty.
So buckle up, buttercups. Y'all gonna be going for a ride because all this is going back on all of you. Every bit of it. Because you're all tied into it one way or the other. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he called it the W slur. Damn. And then they kept spamming N word, N word, and I can hear you. I can hear you. We can hear you. I don't go to bed. It's 12:17, 1:17 for you. I think this guy that they're stealing identity from is some guy from World War II, mostly from the Nazi Party. Oh sh. Welcome to the stage.
Autumn, that was a lie. What
Yep.
the one dumbass said about my son. My son doesn't use girl pictures.
No, the thing of it is, it's somebody else named Zach Parrish, but your son's last name is not Parrish. It's
Nope.
Lovelade.
Kind of close. Everybody has trouble with that last name. It's French.
Oh, Lovelade.
Yep.
But again, like I said, they have no proof of that.
No, and he doesn't even get on here.
But he did pop into one of my streams before. I've met him many times before. He's a cool guy. Sometimes. I can hear you guys. Oh, and this is the day when they dox Autumn because they got moderator or manipulator and giving them mod, and then they sent an IP grabber, and then she clicked it. It
We hear
works. We can hear you. Yeah. Pure sodium hydroxide. Hey, the guy blocked you just because he believed the bullshit lies. Like, dude should get a life. All right, all right, Tom. Oh, that screenshot. Let me show that because that was.
My temper long enough. But don't you ever tell me I can't open my fucking mouth. Don't you ever tell me that again.
This one went to bed, the pedo destroyer.
I hope that version of Luigi that's right there eats your soul, you fucking elitist piece of crap. I hope they do. I hope he does.
That is true. You have
Also, how you doing,
questions?
Bear? Am I wrong with what I just said on my little nuclear rant there? Because that's only part one. I can go a lot longer. I can go for 5 hours if I really wanted to, but I don't think I will.
No, you're not in the wrong.
Not at all.
But I would be if I said what I wanted to say, and I can't say it.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you this. What does this have to do with anything about
Role playing has nothing to do with what they're talking about. They're a waste of fucking air and
No,
energy.
I'm trying to figure out what games have to do with this topic and
They don't.
movies. That's
They
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 really
what
don't.
don't.
I'm confused about.
That's like saying you're accusing someone of committing a crime, and all of a sudden you blame a lobster for the crime. Like what? That makes no sense.
Oh, I can zoom in. All right.
And by the way, if you really think you're helping me being a pedo hunter, I have two words for you: get lost, because you aren't helping anything. And may I remind you, you're not Chris Hansen, dude. Nobody is. If you think you're Chris Hansen, then I have a bridge for you to buy in California called the Brooklyn. No, not Brooklyn. The San Francisco Bridge, otherwise known as the Golden Gate. Oh, actually, no, it's not the Golden Gate Bridge. This might as well be the Brooklyn Bridge because it has so much shit on it.
No, actually, he needs to be sent to Alcatraz.
Oh, and by the way, if
Yeah.
Alcatraz does open, can we make sure that it's got much more secure ability so people can't get out, and maybe have some nice dogs rip people who try to get out? You know, people try to
Honey,
escape.
Alcatraz is an island, and the thing of
I
it
know.
is, though, it's surrounded by sharks.
Actually, no. What makes it much more dangerous is the current is unpredictable.
But that's surrounded by sharks. They wouldn't last but a minute.
Oh, and by the
Exactly.
way, just so you know, here's the funny thing about Alcatraz that people don't know: it's earthquake proof. So you could be on there when an earthquake burns down California, you'll be fine.
Or they should be tossed into the Everglades, eaten up by alligators within seconds.
I don't see a question from Savannah. I really don't.
I'm looking for it to. Oh, she asked why can't Autumn play Outlast?
Because she has seizures.
Oh,
Wait,
and
the
And
by
game
like,
has flashing lights?
yes, and also by
Okay.
the way, for those who saying seizures are fake, I think you may want to have a word with the
I think.
Epilepsy Foundation because they have a lot to say to you for that.
oh,
Uh
Bear's
oh.
having issues. Bear's having internet connection issues.
Uh huh. Yep. Everyone's still good.
Oh crap! Now she's got that song stuck in my head.
Sorry, I knocked myself out of there.
That's all good.
Oh, and by the way, my pug is just fine. He's just in the cage. He's got his food. He just went to the hospital some time ago because he actually had a problem with his urinary tract and everything else, but he's good now.
Yeah, I thought about it.
See,
And
if
yeah,
they, if these guys knew exactly what was going through my head right now, they'd be scared, real scared.
honestly, I wouldn't have a problem if Jason Voorhees just ripped their claws out one by one, and on top of that, actually ripped their face off and just made them a skeleton. I wouldn't care. Oh, and YouTube, good job not defending people who are innocent of crimes, you jackasses. I guess you really don't care about protecting people. You love protecting pedos, don't you? So no wonder why you get called pedotube a lot, isn't it? And you also support fake pedo hunters. Not surprised. Oh, if you wonder who Chris Watts is, that's a guy who murdered his wife and children. Yeah, I already know.
He lived it.
I know. I saw it. I
You
saw
did?
not like in person, but I saw the news about it. So yes, I know
Oh.
about it. He's in jail right now because his wife was pregnant with his another child, and his 2 daughters were murdered too. Threw them in an oil container.
Oh God.
How do I know that? Because I've read the media reports, and I'm not stupid. And also, Zexia, you're 22 years old. You were born in 2003, so cut the crap, dude. So, yeah, you're a 22-year-old adult who thinks they're a pedo hunter. Guess what? You're not. You ain't one.
You fake shit.
Yeah, you fake more shit than anything else. Hell, you're just as bad as a Hollywood actor. Also, thank you, Savannah. I really appreciate that. And also, I want to remind you guys on my channel, I don't do expose videos. Ever. I have no interest in doing that. I had the last streams I did all those years ago. I saved them. They're not gone. I could re-upload them. I just choose not to. Because I don't want to waste your brain cells and waste your patience.
Okay. Okay. Whatever. That's why I just told you so I can play it off.
So, yeah. Here's the thing. If anyone still believes Xio's lies, not only should you get a life, but I hope your family disowns you for believing these lies. I really hope they do. Any job opportunity you have should be permanently banished. I really hope it does. Any YouTuber who still believes this crap, do yourself a favor and leave YouTube forever. Delete your channel, delete everything, and go away, and don't ever come back. I know, Autumn, I saw that. And also, just so you guys know, if you do join my server, which is being rebuilt and done in the way I anticipate it's going to be, there are rules you have to follow. And I will say this again. There are no dating server allowed here. You are not allowed to find dates in the server. You are to be friends. You are to do that. But you are not authorized under any circumstances to think you can use it to pick up kids. I don't care Zexio has kids. He's a shitty father anyway. So how can Zexio claim he's good with kids when he was part of a pedo ring in 2018? Explain that one to me.
Oh yeah, Tomas told us everything about that too.
Oh, and if Draco's watching this, I have my reasons why I don't trust you. Even Bear knows this.
And also, may I remind you guys, if you really think that low of me, my channel ain't for you. My channel's not for you. There's the door. Go somewhere else. Do something different. I don't care. My channel's not for you. Don't like the games I play? Too bad. Because my channel ain't for you. And it's not for everybody, and I don't care. Because
That's my
YouTube
favorite three
censored.
words. I don't care. You know, everybody's got a lot of pent up anger.
Oh, trust me. Okay, you're lucky I'm willing to keep restraint now. Be lucky I'm not in a room with Zexio, because honestly, he would not make it out alive. He will not.
Or any of
Let's
us.
not go there.
I'm just saying. I'm just
I
saying.
know, but let's not go there.
I'm just saying. Be lucky I'm not, because I will say right now. Be lucky I'm not, because I'd rather let the courts deal with it, and I'd rather let the courts deal with him, and I'd rather he get sentenced to 9 millenniums in prison. So that's why
But
I'm saying to all of you, aim for trial.
like I
Aim
said, though,
for.
God's going to deal with him, but
I
God's
know.
not going to be kind.
I know. That's why I'm saying let that be something done instead of me. That's why I said let the courts deal with him instead of me or any of us. What happens in prison is not our problem. When he ends up in prison, if he ends up there, guess what? They're going to find out what he's done. They'll kill him. It won't be our problem. So, I'm just saying. Does that make sense what I'm telling you right now?
Yeah, but you know something?
It
I look
totally
at it this way: God's going to deal with them. They're not going to like how He's going to deal with them, and when He's done dealing with them, they're either going to hate Him or come back to repentance, like they're supposed to,
He
and
won't
ask God to
repent.
forgive them. And but they don't have to apologize to all of us. But God's going to deal with them harshly. He is. He's
I just
done
want
with it. Look at that, man.
I just want
He
them to
was,
get a life and go away, and I never want to see them ever again. I don't care
nobody
how much
wants
they're sorry. I don't care how much they are. They're not gonna. Their apology means nothing. And calling someone a pedophile does not mean I'm gonna forgive you. That's permanently something I can't forgive you for. Sorry. That's a big no-no. Yeah, when you call someone a pedophile and lie about it, that's not something I can forgive you for. That's a non-forgivable offense to me. I can't do that. Sorry. So so if anyone has a problem with that, and I know Bear Walker understands where I'm coming from. Yeah, I will disown you permanently, and I'll let the rest of life deal with you. If life rips you to shreds and you lose your house and everything, good. You deserve it.
eventually a lot of them are going to,
I look
whether they
forward.
know it or not.
Yeah, I look forward to that day. Oh, trust me, I know. Oh, I know, Savannah. I've read about that. I know. He was a monster, a murderer. Because he cheated on his wife too. So that makes it even better. I know. I was being facetious. Of course it doesn't. And guys, if you really want to get to know me, come talk to me in the realistic sense. Don't bullshit me. Do not bullshit me. Ever. And don't use that word. Ever. Again. That word is banned in my chat for a reason. I don't want to hear that in my server. I don't want to hear it in my chat. Nope. Any person who thinks it's okay to say that, well, I hate to break it to you, but yeah, no. You're not going to get away with that. So, I'm just being honest with you, so be lucky I'm not here to lie to you. I'm not a Hollywood celebrity, so I'm not this one of these woke idiots of this generation, so you're welcome. And guys and girls, I don't care if you're gay, I don't care if you're trans, I don't care what you are. It's not my priority because honestly, that's for God to decide, not me. I say this, and so Bearwalker knows, I'm not going to waste my time judging you on that because that's not my priority. That's God's job. Let God deal with it. We just wait, we just do nothing. Because I don't have the power to do anything because I'm not going to pretend to be a higher being when I know I'm not. And I never claimed to be. So, I hope what Sonica hears me say makes sense and not some vile nonsense.
You know I understand.
Hi, Queen Sonica. Not Queen Sonica.
Hey, Tina.
Luna.
Hi Luna, how you doing? Oh, of course it's not true because they have no proof. They're stupid and brain dead. And on top of that, drugs ruin your life.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Bearwalker has heard me drunk before, and so did Sonica. They know it wasn't fun.
Oh my
No, it
god.
wasn't on.
Oh my. That was
I got the
horrifying.
end of that deal, mister.
Look, would you rather I lie about it, or would you rather I tell the truth? It's your
No,
choice.
no, I meant with you being almost fully sober.
Hey, when I was not after I was drunk and all that, and I finally woke up, I had a pounding headache. I was in no mood to talk to anybody. I was like,
And
not
yet
good.
you wanted to talk to me, but you mixed me and Joseph.
Of course I did, because I wasn't able to think. Hell, I was on the ground for like literally a half hour, and I was on the phone with both of you guys, and
No, you weren't.
No. Bearwalker and Jules and Sonica heard it.
Oh.
Hello? Yeah, you were still
Yeah.
in another state at the time, that's why. And I couldn't get a hold of you. You were probably sleeping or doing something. I couldn't
No,
get a hold of
Josh
you.
was actually keeping me update about what was going on because you worried the shit out of me.
Yeah. And guess what? I've seen the devil through alcohol, and trust me, I ain't going there again. And I don't
Yeah,
want to hear and I don't want to hear this stuff about me drinking energy drinks. I'm fine. I'll drink those and soda and a juice or milk any day of the week, but don't ever bring alcohol to my attention. You do. If I see someone gift me alcohol, it's going in the trash.
Smash the bottle in their face
Oh,
if it's a
trust me.
third party member.
I have a decent arm, and if I were at a trash can, you've seen me break something. It's strong. My throwing is that good. I could throw it. So yeah. And Tails EXE, you shouldn't be trusting Zexio anyway. You shouldn't be trusting any of them. You should block all of them. And by the
What?
way, Savannah, yeah, he will go to hell at some point. He's not going to forgive. He's not going to repent. He's not doing any of it. Like I said, once you call someone a pedophile, that permanently never goes away. You can't be forget. You cannot. No amount of apologies is going to fix that. So I don't want to hear people tell me, "Oh, I'm sorry for calling Shiro that." I'm like, you're not being forgiven by me. It's not going to happen. You're already disowned, so take it as a sign of leave me alone. Don't talk to me ever again. That's the only peace I can give you. Exactly. And yeah, I will say this 99.5% of the time I'm a nice person, but don't push the napalm button if you don't want to get the result. Don't do that.
Nope, you need a laugh. Guys, if you hear him laugh, give him a moment. Come on. Come on.
Stop! Hey!
Here we go. Here's that smile.
Okay, time for jumps.
I don't get a roomie too.
No.
He's just jumping on my arm, that's all.
Okay, that's the smartest thing I've heard Savannah actually say. She says, quote, I want to get to know you and I want to be your friend. Okay, it may take time for you to crack down my iron curtain. It'll take a while because of trust issues, but I'm willing to go on the side of neutrality here and I'm willing to give you that chance. Do not blow it.
Autumn, no. It'll give you nightmares.
Then again, so is seeing a frying pan in a bra.
That just broke my brain. No. Stop. No. That broke my brain bad.
Hey, it needs a reboot anyway, so I had to break it somehow. Deal with it.
I will flick you. Really? Hey, stop. Yeah, when you weren't supposed to play because it did a ritual. Stop. Will you stop trying to take off my phone?
Oh, and by the way, guys, for those of you that want this answered, um, let me make this perfectly clear. I don't give a fuck about Elmo. I really don't. I don't care about Elmo. So if you're
Marty
trying
said you were fuming over him. I'm like,
no, I don't care. I haven't given a fuck about Elmo since I was like, what, 8? I don't give a fuck about Elmo. Ever.
Also, you just confused Queen Luna. Big time. Good job.
I'll explain it to you later, Queen Luna. And Savannah, I will take time to get to know you. Just remember, like I said, Just remember to follow my rules, and yes, you're gonna have to wait to be subbed for a week on my channel before you can type in the chat. It's a policy I have to put in place. Nothing personal, it's just a law I have to put on my channel, and I have to crack down on that. So don't take it as an insult.
Okay, some dumbass made a comment, not on here, but on a screenshot that Sonica showed, talking about somebody calling CPS. Well, let me tell you something. I got a little bit of news for you, motherfucker. Because tides can turn, and what you don't seem to understand, they're your top predators. Think about that one before you even think about calling any of them. Because tides can turn, and it will be that'll be in trouble. Especially when they find it's a false call. But
Yeah.
let me tell you this though. With that being said, they rank way up there with child trafficking. That's a fact. And it's not just in my country, it's in every fucking country. Think about it. Got a question for you though. I'm sure you'll probably see this. Have you ever known somebody that had their kids taken away from them and they never ever returned?
Trust me, I wish Hollywood celebrities lost their kids long ago and were banned from having kids,
No,
but that's just
I'm not talking about Hollywood. I am talking about just child um CPS, Child Protective Services.
oh, I
That's what
know.
I'm talking about.
I get it.
I remember
But hey,
Tyler
dipshit,
about
not
that
you.
too.
But that's a good question though. Have you ever known somebody that's had their kids taken away and they never returned? Do you know what they do with those kids? You better start looking it up. Boy, they traffic children. Do you remember the milk cartons years ago where they had the faces of children? Do you remember that? That they were missing?
It's a
No, it's
controversial
because they
thing
were
that they put on
fucking
milk cartons.
sold.
That they stopped doing it because that was considered illegal.
No, they were sold.
I know. I
And you
can't make.
remember when they had the milk cartons with movie stars on them and stuff with their mustaches, milk mustaches?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. So you're getting it over your fucking head, okay? I found out a lot of shit about a lot of different things. So like I've told you before, there's a lot of shit that could put you under and you never wake up again. I'm telling you that. You
Mm.
better wake up and smell the fucking coffee before you get yourself in a load of shit.
I was gonna say, how about wake up and smell the napalm, but that's just me, or the white phosphorus for that matter.
But yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
believe me, look it up.
Uh, yeah, I remember you told me your whole story with Autumn and that and what you went through. It was like
Yep.
2010.
Oh, let's see. What does Queen Luna say? She said, "Ever happened to my cousin one? So he lost her kids, and she got her kids back afterwards." Okay, I think I see what
But
you're
you
trying to
have to
say here.
fight. But you have to fight like hell to get them back, though. See,
Yeah.
they tried to take mine away from me, and they failed. But that's because I found out about what they were doing. Then I fucking nailed them on it.
As you
I don't
always
play
do.
games when it comes to stuff like that. Think of it as that's what our government does. The Hollywood, the elite, all that.
And yet nobody wants to traffic lobsters because they're delicious. I'm shocked. I'm offended actually. I'm offended no one wants to traffic lobsters because they're delicious.
Exactly, but you're not supposed to eat them either.
Honestly,
They're
I think
bottom feeders.
they're still tasty.
Yeah, they taste good, but you're not really supposed to eat because the only reason it's a biblical thing though is because they are bottom feeders and they eat nothing but shit off the bottom of the ocean.
Hmm.
mean,
If you
it's
want to go after people, let me tell you who you go after: the elites, the Illuminati, and all those types of people. Hollywood, movie stars in your own country. Trust me, they're worse off than what anybody else could ever be. But you don't want to see that. Who did that?
Sorry.
don't worry, I'm trying to use manners.
Mm. Hmm.
My head just popped really loud. I don't like it.
Too bad I got Pop Zexio's head. That would sound more appropriate.
Well, that phone call he gave me that day, that was entrapment, was what it was. I don't care how you look at it. You don't put a kid, supposed kid, on there and cuss somebody out and you stay in the background, listen to him cuss me, and then laugh about it. You just don't do that. That's not being an adult. And that's acting like a stupid kid.
Yeah, she has a point.
Yep.
Oh my god. Stupid kid. Hey, this picture looks cute.
For those that don't know what CPS is, it's Child Protective Services. Basically, the idea is to take kids away from abusive parents or uncles, grandfathers, something like that. But then again, CPS has been known to be corrupt and actually do the wrong thing.
Yes, they are very corrupt.
Oh, this is censored. These screens are censored because they were spamming the address, your old address, in the town. So I just have to censor it.
Here.
And then they were impersonating her too.
And by the way, just because you think the N word is cool doesn't mean you're a cool person, it just makes you trash.
And like I said earlier, that word was used to discriminate our people and put us through hell. So they think
So,
that's cool.
I'm just gonna say this to others who think it's okay to say it. Please get that word out of your fucking mouth and never say it again. If you really want to be a better person, don't support it. Don't give them the pass. Don't do anything. Get rid of the N-word pass permanently. Is what I'm gonna tell you. Get rid of it, please. Do the world and this modern day a favor and just ban it permanently. Just don't let people get away with it ever.
I
Even
highlighted
Luna
my
hates
whole
that word.
screen. I don't know how to undo this.
Can I just add this? If Moon's watching this, by any chance, Moon, I hope you realize how bad you hurt Wolf. And I hope you think about what you did. Because honestly, what you did was very, very wrong. For a girl who's turning 19, you are not acting like an adult. You are acting more like a minor again. Having people
Fucking man
complain.
child.
Fucking little bastard.
Or a female, whatever. I don't know anymore.
No,
I know, Savannah. I get that. And the thing is, I'm just trying to make it clear is I'm colorblind to what people are. It's the actions and attitudes I care about, not anything else. Like I don't care if you're the color of a wall or the color of a sky or tree or whatever. Hell, I don't care if you're a chainsaw in person that just lives a normal life. I don't care, but the same
As
color
long
as
as
me,
they
as far as I
fix
know.
this.
okay, fair enough.
What do you care?
I was making sure that you said it was actually true.
Colorblind means I don't care if you're white, black, or whatever. I don't care about that. Why am I supposed to give a damn of what color you are when I care about how you act? Just because you wear a pair of jeans doesn't mean that you're, any better than me. The clothing doesn't make you an asshole. It's the personality that makes you an asshole.
Yep.
Personality, character, integrity, loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have none of
Empathy.
that,
Empathy.
see ya.
Yeah, if you don't have any of that, get the fuck out of here. I hear the fishes would love to take you as part of their gang. Oh wait, no, the sharks will eat you instead. Never mind. Go ahead, go swim with the sharks. I hear the sharks love having a nice meal with you. Except you'll be their dinner.
That's the only way to get off Alcatraz. If they put you in prison there, you make a break and swim for it. That's what those one guys did. They made a break for it, and I think two of them died. They were eaten. One made it.
Let's see. Were they seasoned properly? Were they seasoned properly? Did they get the right seasonings? Was everything made right?
Oh, I don't know.
You are funny, man.
See, that's the funny. See, that's the interesting part. My kind of humor, the way I make jokes about things is I don't have to force it. I could just say it naturally over time and let people figure it out. If you can figure that out, cool. If not, keep searching. You'll find it.
Damn. Thanks, Savannah.
So, if anyone wants to know what my favorite drinks are, you already know. And if you still don't know after I told you that, I don't know what to tell you. This man asked.
Yes, he's my partner. Ah! And I'm being chopped again.
Oh,
Help!
she's being eaten
That
alive.
helps. Not by the elbow. No.
Okay, by the way, just so you know, masking your IP actually does do something, except here's the thing. You don't get the real person's IP.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you don't get to say that a VPN works that way, guys.
Some
That's
of
not how
them not
VPNs work.
easy.
These people are really stupid.
Luna said I'm gonna get her wrong.
I would get the room, but I'm afraid the room loves to get away from me, so I'm afraid I can't. I have to go chase it. And yes, I do have a Facebook, but please don't assume you can just add me on there unless I know ya.
Oh, but they said this Stuart Autumn too.
Wow, Sonica. Wow. Wow. Okay.
Autumn, that's not something I would bring up here. That's something to keep more, you know.
Autumn, stop it. Get that comment off of there.
She's wanting privacy with Boom Sonic, but
That's not how relationships work. Sorry.
yeah.
Mm.
Autumn,
I
delete.
know. I
Autumn, delete
deleted it.
that.
I deleted it for her.
Okay.
My brain just had.
Oh, they were impersonating her here and then using her face and oh,
Mm.
oh, now these people have the nerve to
Manners,
say that Autumn was not
manners.
forced and that she
No.
willingly did this. No, she was forced. That's not
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Don't use your manners. I'm going to take them.
I would use manners, but my card expired. Look, last time I went to use my manager's card, it told me it declined because I didn't renew it. So what do you expect me to do? Now I have to go to the Bureau of Manners to get the card renewed. You know how long that's gonna take? Way too long. It probably won't get to me until I'm like number 5,852. Good luck with that one. Seriously, these people think they're funny by doing what they do to us? Yeah, no. I'm sorry, but the answer is no. They're not funny. They don't even try. It's forced, contrived, and it's a bunch of crock. Seriously, a
I
crocodile has
wonder if
more
I could
humor than
play.
these idiots.
Could I play a slideshow of this? I don't think so. I don't think that feature's on here. It's on the phone. But yeah, I posted these screenshots of the videos on my Odyssey channel. Check that out.
And by the way, if you're going to be a parent, and I know some of you are probably wondering what it's like to be a parent, you gotta learn to have patience. You gotta learn to have real tolerance, learn to put up with stuff. You can't just claim, oh, it's easy being a parent. No, it's not. It's not. And also, do yourself a favor and don't ask for perfection. You're not gonna get it. And don't idolize actual Nazis, people. You're not cool for doing
How
that.
many cabinets does one
I'm
have?
like, really?
What the fuck?
One for sugar, one for my pistol, one for the rifle, one for the ammunition, one for the coffee, one for the nice bread in the cupboard, and also a nice mouse trap I can give to somebody who tries to steal my food in the fridge.
Oh, and here they made a fake screenshot
Holy crap.
because Autumn
How many
never said
drawers?
this
What's
shit.
this?
Drawers.
Autumn never said this shit.
Yeah, if you ever hear someone actually say we say those words, no. And on top of that, it ain't gonna happen.
You don't get a phone. Maybe we do. I don't know. I don't know.
And by the way, I'm gonna say this right now. If you don't like Fortnite, please shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. If you don't like it, don't play it.
Also, if you're gonna try and chat with
It
someone,
certainly got console.
what?
Look, I'm just trying to be honest. If you don't like people playing Fortnite, please shut the fuck up. It's not your business. And I'm not saying that to insult Bearwalker, so that's not aimed at her. It's just Bearwalker respects it. If she's not a fan of it, but at least she's not gonna, you know, go all of a sudden look at the moon and turn into a Fortnite destroying gorilla or something. I don't know.
Such a cheaper than mirror.
I'm just saying because honestly, if I don't like a game, I just don't play it. I just don't.
You just don't touch it.
No.
You
I
just don't touch it.
no. I'd rather either stick my fingers in the toaster for 5 minutes than play a bad game. That's just me. What? I could stick my hand in the microwave too.
No, bad, 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 bad comment. Bad, bad comment
I'm being flicked on the nose. That's okay.
for a bad comment.
And by the way, guys, don't ever assume I'll support a Nazi flag. I will burn that to the ground if I have to.
Speaking of which, that's what Marty posted because I could see it.
Yeah, I don't like Nazism, so please stop assuming I will support it. I never will. So please shut the fuck up. Just remember, these comments are very old.
Holy crap, this is 5 pages. Don't mind me. I'm just doing my own thing. Dude! Well, this one keeps biting me. Or chomping on me. Whatever. Hey, sir. Sir. Let's do that on our own time. Thank you.
But yeah, just so you all.
These people love the N word. I'm telling you, it's
Honestly,
like every single.
anyone who thinks it's okay to say this type of thing, please remove yourself from YouTube and society. That would be great. Go live under a rock somewhere. 900 feet underground would be best.
Counter. 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 I like that. I like that.
Yeah, no, I'm not unblocking Arched Lettuce 41. That's not happening. That's a permanent no.
Hell no.
That's Marty's old.
Hmm.
Look at the counter. Counter space.
Hmm.
Oh, did he try getting Draven to dox you?
If I had a fireplace, I'd be throwing Zexu in the fireplace and just clock the door for an hour. I know, it's dark and graphic, I know, but hey, would you rather be honest or would you rather I lie? Which is it? It's your choice.
Honestly, not.
But right
I know. You gotta get your credit score up. Wow. Let's let's
why is it so expensive to rent a house?
Because it's America. In other countries, it's not like that.
Oh, thank you, Savannah. I appreciate that. And I could see she was trying to spell Akina. That's close enough. At least that makes sense.
Not that I.
Huh? Hold on. I'm using the computer right now to.
One.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Yes, that's my Alexa talking. So if you hear that, I apologize.
I heard it for a split second. He said it's not Grabify, but he sends a Grabify link.
Stopify? Really?
I've been using that thing for like 2 years. I know what these people have been doing. Like, they're not gonna fool anybody. They're not fooling anybody.